Do you want an affordable tablet that you can use for content consumption that doesn't cost like too much money? Then I have the right one for you, the LincPlus T4 that the company sent to me, and I want to do a quick unboxing and review, so let's get started. So here we have the box, LincPlus T4, and it's pretty spectacular, this box. It shows you what comes inside the box. It's not only the tablet with an 11-inch screen, which is like, I think, 2K resolution, 11-inch LCD screen. Here we have the tablet itself that we can put out of this foil, I think it is. And wow, it is feeling a bit heavy and has a nice screen protector there as well. So you can peel it off, I think. Please peel off this mask after application completed. So I think it comes with a screen protector pre-installed. I will be honest, I don't know what should I do with this one here. Peel it completely off. Let's peel it off. We don't need, it's like, this is a thick kind of screen protector. Is there another layer that you have to put on? I really don't know. Anyway, let's get rid of it. Let's check this out. So 11-inch tablet, LCD tablet there. MediaTek Helio G99, 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of internal storage. There you can see LincPlus and some other information. One camera there, I think. Well, I don't have the specs right now. I think 12 or 13 megapixels, maybe 8, I don't know. We have a manual inside. What comes inside, first of all, it's quite interesting. So a nice manual there, of course, and it's talking about the battery here, 8,100 milliampere hours for 11-inch tablet. This should last pretty long, even for media consumption and so on. What is interesting is it has a micro SD card as well. And it's not only available here in English, but also German, maybe they even have French and such things there as languages. What comes inside of the box, however, is also quite interesting, because for the money that you pay here, you get quite a lot of accessories as well. Of course, a power brick and cable is in here, but not only that, you will see that here we have the USB Type-C to C, which is also quite interesting. So yeah. I will write down the specs of this one here. Comes even with the protector as well. Maybe you can read it already. I don't really read it. I think 15 or 30 watt maximum charging there. Maybe you can read it and tell me, or I put it just down below. A USB Type-C to C, like I said. And in this box, there's another thing in here, almost hidden, as you might see. There's a pen inside. Yes, this tablet comes directly with a pen, and I have trouble getting it out. There you go. There's the pen. So as you can see, I think it's a passive pen. Maybe it's even an active one. I think it's an active one, because I can unscrew it here. And then I think batteries are inside. Yes, there are small batteries inside, as you see here. So it's an active pen. Also very nice. Just comes with the tablet. So it's very, very cool. And you have even like a clip on here. Clip it on, and here we have the active stylus. Then we have a SIM ejection tool. Why do we have a SIM ejection tool? Because I said micro SD card slot, and you need the pin, the SIM ejection pin or the needle to open it up. So let's try to open this up. Because what we have here is a case. Yes, this tablet comes included also with a case. And this is the case, as you see here. So it has also the possibility to clip on the pen, which is nice. The pen, by the way, also has buttons. So this is also quite nice here on the side. Has buttons, and you can just clip it on like this, which is quite nice. And this is like a half case, because you just put it on the back. Why do you put it on the back? It's holding up magnetically, because then you can just flip this here. I think at this side, maybe it's this one. No, but you see that it has like some kind of hinge mechanism there. You should be able to just, yeah, flip it up like this, and then perfect for media consumption as well. You can put it like this. Every angle, actually. You can even put it like this if you want to. Even if you want to type something or something like this, don't have a keyboard, this might be working fine as well. So yes, very, very nice in terms of accessories. You can see that they probably have more accessories like a keyboard cover as well, because there's pogo pins there as well. And what are those openings? Speakers? I don't know, because the USB Type-C port is there. We have, apropos speakers, we have 4 speakers here, at least 4 speaker holes there, which is quite nice. A power button and a volume rocker, all at the same position. Also the camera there at the same at a same position, so it's not like there or there, because usually you have, for content consumption, like I said, you have the tablet in landscape mode. Let's just turn it on and see what it comes with here. Hopefully also power. Yeah, you can see LincPlus powered by Android. I can already spoiler to you that this should be Android 13 that is running on there. So it's not the newest Android 15. Android 15, I would say, would be a stretch, because I think even some devices came out like, because this is like, I think also out like a little bit longer already. Some devices came just with Android 14, but this is Android 13. I think for a tablet it doesn't matter so much, but here you can see already the tablet itself. You can see that there's a bit of like ghosting towards the sides here, because we have like an LCD, but it's nice and bright, which is cool. 400 nits I think is the maximum brightness, and I think for what you want to use this, you're not going out there to in the sun to try to read your maps or something like this. This is for media consumption. You take it in a shade. 400 nits I think is pretty much okay. So let me go through this real quick, and I show you a little bit more about the device. And when it's like going into doing its thing, I just wanted to point out there is the slot. There actually is a slot, a little slot where you can, with the micro SD, can enter the micro SD card with the SIM ejection tool. Maybe there's even SIM support. Let me open it up quickly. So here we have it. Let's open it up. As you can see here, yes, there seems to be like, maybe there's another version with a SIM card, but here it's a dummy inside. So yeah, this one also only has a micro SD card. Maybe they have another version that has also the possibility to insert SIMs. Anyway, you can see that copy apps and data is there. So let me go real quickly through this and see how the experience on this tablet is. So here we have the tablet operating system. I switched already from the free button navigation to the gesture navigation, because I like it a bit better, and put it into landscape because I think most people like to have this. So let's go back to system and go to actually go to about tablet. There you can see it's a T4 EU version, and it's running Android 13 here. And you see the Google System Play update is from the November 2022, and April 2024 is the Android security update. So this is not the latest, but maybe we can get a system update. Let's check for an update. Sadly, there's no update available for this one. So this is what you have to deal with. Then we have storage. We have 128 gigabytes internal storage, and gladly only 14 gigabytes are used. So it is not much bloatware that comes here on the system. As you see, it's basically a vanilla Android system, and some people really like it. A very Google-like Android experience. So you have an app drawer. You can swipe up to see all your apps. You can see basically only the Google apps are there. There's a sound recorder. I think this is not by Google. Everything else is like by Google. There's not much bloatware. There's no Netflix. There's nothing. There's a special camera application for the camera, and we can take videos and pictures. That's it. And let's take a picture maybe, and it comes like a generic kind of sound. Can we check anything here in terms of detail levels there on this one? I'm not even sure if we can check this out. So yeah, it's like as you can see here, typical tablet kind of, but you don't buy it for this, maybe for scanning documents or QR codes for accessing stuff, but you're not doing this like for photography. You have this nice little bar there on the top, on the bottom. It has some applications. Of course, you have some applications here as well. You have the Google Assistant, Google Meet, and the Google Play Store there already logged in. You can see it has like the user interface. Gladly, Google updated it, adapted to this, and probably we can update a lot of applications there in the background maybe. And yeah, the system runs fluid so far. I'm not sure if it has 120 Hertz. I just have to check out the specs there on this one. But you can see like the user interface is like mostly vanilla Android. When we go into display settings, you can see there are some settings like mirror vision that helps improving the display quality of content that you view there. Adaptive brightness you can turn on. It is off by default, which I like. Lock screen you can set up, of course, like the way you like it. Screen timeout. There's no fingerprint reader, so if I lock the device and want to unlock it, I have to enter my super secret PIN. And by the way, the vibration motor or the vibration engine there, the Taptic engine, is a bit weak, so it's not an X-axis vibration monitor. It's like the old kind of vibrations. So yeah, but it's doing its job. I'm not sure if I would keep it on. Maybe yes. It's doing its job. Fine there for sure. Where were we? We were at display settings. Mirror vision, brightness level you can set up. The screen timeout you can set up. 1 minute makes a lot of sense, but I wanted 5 minutes here for this. Display size and text we can set up the way we want to, which is also quite nice. The night light and colors we can set up. So we have the standard colors, we have cool and warm, or we can like change it the way we like it. It's also cool that we have various different photos here that we can check the colors that we set up, which is very nice as well. Auto rotate, and we have a screensaver that we can turn on, but you can see I don't see a refresh rate option here. Maybe it's under accessibility where we can turn off the high refresh rate. We have a stylus pen option there that allows us to like show pointer when hovering, for example. And sound and vibration options. As you can see here, there's nothing too fancy here in terms of Dolby or something like this, but we have sound enhancements like hi-fi mode, which is like high fidelity mode that is turned on there already, which is quite cool. And I think we should start off with trying to consume some media to see how well the speakers are here. So I'm here on YouTube. Let's try one of my last videos, ColorOS 15. See how fast it's loading. Of course, it's loading advertisements, but Apple's ColorOS 15 right here on my Oppo Find X7 Ultra. And because I didn't find any longer videos that explain the top features of ColorOS 15, I'm making one. I made a little short one, so if you don't want to waste like 15 minutes or more, then just take a short 1 minute video which compresses everything together. But nevertheless, let's get... So it's getting pretty loud, and you really hear like there are 4 speakers inside there with a lot of bass there. I'm not so sure about the highs being so clear, but there's a good amount of bass for sure. You can see that I can go up to 1440p in terms of resolution. So it's not 4K, but it's like getting very high in terms of quality. And yeah, it's a bit stuttery maybe, because I'm not sure if it has 120 Hertz, maybe just 60 Hertz there. But for content consumption, like I said, like just watching the video, this is working fine and is indeed very nice. Let's check out Netflix and the white wine certificate. If DRM-Info is telling us the truth about white wine, yes, white wine level 1 is there. And let me quickly log into Netflix there. And as you see, Netflix is also working fine. The full HD support of Netflix, no HDR support, however, but full HD support. Like I said, content consumption with this one should work without any issue. So you can see the borders are not too thick. They are a bit thicker than maybe on some other tablets, but it's good enough that you can hold it with 2 hands. This is, I think, also good if you want to read or watch a movie when in bed or something like this. So you don't have to be like careful not to touch them, like holding like this. You can really hold it like this with your 2 thumbs without any issues there with the system, which is, I think, pretty nice. Yeah, it's a pretty clean system, and for this kind of amount of price, I'm pretty surprised by how good this is. Can we try even some gaming on it? Let's try it. So a little bit of gaming here with Asphalt Unite. Let's put the sound a bit down because I don't want a copyright strike. So a little bit of gaming there. And so far it looks okay, I would say. Of course, Helio G99, don't expect it to run like everything in the highest quality, but at least it should run fluid, and some casual games you should be able to play, like this game here, for example. Asphalt Unite, and yeah, gives me like some instructions. It's a tutorial level. I just installed it, but you can see it's like working fine so far. And I can tap to speed, yes. So yeah, it's a bit of grainy, it's a bit of like not having the highest graphic there, but it's able to play those games, and definitely you have what you expect for 250 euros. You don't expect it to be like the next gaming console. But talking about gaming consoles, exactly this might be something that should have enough power still to emulate maybe your older Super Nintendo, Game Boy, and maybe even PlayStation 1 games adequately. And yeah, on this large 11-inch kind of screen, this might be something that you might want to pursue. As you can see there, working fine here, this game. And yeah, I'm winning, hopefully getting through. And yeah, gaming performance, you can see Helio G99 on this 11-inch screen. Working fine. The benchmark results will not give you or win any award. As you can see here, we only have 400,858 on Antutu in terms of score, so CPU is much more powerful than the GPU. But I think in terms of like heating up, like 2% only heat up is like nothing on the tablet. As you see there, also the power consumption is like only 4%, which is also quite nice for this kind of matter here. So yeah, in terms of performance here, this was what you can expect, a typical entry-level, mid-range kind of performance. So I don't think it's picking up this microphone here, the external microphone that I plugged in via USB Type-C. Camera app is pretty basic. I'm not even sure if this camera has autofocus or not. Does it have autofocus? Not sure if it has. At least 30 megapixel vlogging style here with the back-facing camera. Probably no real stabilization, but at least you can record in 1440p, so they're not limiting it to 1080p only, because we have 30 megapixels here, so we can use it somehow. Yeah, when in a pinch, maybe you can use it. What do you think about this one here? And now recording with the front-facing camera, 8 megapixels. So this one is probably something that sometimes you might use for video conferencing, for calls, Teams, Skype, whatever else there exists. So what do you think about this one here? I think it's doing a fine job so far. I don't think it has autofocus. I think in this dim lit situation, the 8 megapixel is doing quite good. Let's go a bit in this really dark situation. Yeah, there's a lot of noise, definitely, but at least on this big screen, I think it looks okay. And I could imagine that for like video conferencing or so on a smaller kind of screen, this would be even better. So what do you think? I'm even like more surprised by this front-facing camera than by the back-facing camera, because I think the back-facing camera has some autofocus issues. This one shouldn't have autofocus, I think. Let me put the microphone in front here. No, it's not even trying to do autofocus. It has also auto exposure, that's it. So yeah, I'm more happy about the front-facing camera than the rear-facing camera. What do you think about this one? 1080p only though. What is really cool with the back-facing camera, because it is a small sensor, and if you tap to focus on little objects, so not for vlogging, on little objects, and want to make them really, really big, like my little wireless transmitter here, you can see this is doing quite well. Like, get my fingers in there. Look how big my fingers look like. So you can do macro kind of videos and show everything in detail. So maybe even for content creation, I think 1440p is still a good thing. Like if you want to show something very, very close, and can it focus? We're getting a bit further away. It can produce quite good videos for such things. So I could imagine using it as overhead camera maybe eventually, but you have to use tap to focus. So yeah, enough of the cameras. So the pen support is working fine. You can just take it off because it has like the batteries inside. Just have to make sure if it doesn't work for you, this active pen, you can just simply get new batteries. I think there's one battery, one AAA battery that you can exchange. There are some buttons here that you can click and do certain things there. But most of all, you can like use the tablet like it is. Sadly, there's no note-taking application by default there. I installed Keep Notes from Google, but I don't know how to how to use the pen with it. I don't think you can. What I installed, however, is Nebo. Just call it test. Click on create, and okay. And let's see. As you can see here, I can like draw and I can write something because it should recognize the text. So yes, it is working. This is a little test. You can maybe see it. It detected what I was writing there. My handwriting is not the best, as you see, but of course, yeah, there's a bit of like, you can put a bit of pressure there, but it's like retracting if you put too much pressure on this pen. And yeah, it's working fine so far when it comes to those kind of notes. I can use like the lasso tool to just like mark one text, copy it even. And the cool thing is if you copy it, you can see it's like automatically translating this into a written text. You can put it into another note application if you want to. So if you, like I said, for students, 250 euros, I think it's affordable, and you can write your notes in there. They get detected with this pen that comes included here, and you can then later copy them into a text file that you can send to other students eventually if you don't want them to see your handwriting and such things. So this is possible here. On this, you just have to find the right app for this, and I think GoPaint or some other painting applications are there as well that you can use with this one. It's an active pen, so yeah, I don't suppose it being perfect for such things like the pressure points and so on, but yeah, using it as a pen there is working. Not sure what this button is doing. The top button is erasing, apparently. I'm not sure what the down button is doing. It's also erasing. Yeah, I don't know what you can do with those buttons. Sadly, there's no instructions on those buttons, what they can do, but you can erase stuff. I think in Nebo you can erase stuff when you just scribble them. But yeah, this is working so far. And yeah, it's only working for text apparently. Yeah, but yeah, the active pen stylus is working. You just have to find the right apps for it to draw stuff with eventually. And like I said or showed you, it's working for such things as well here, like writing some notes. So all the big features are working fine here on the tablet. I'm watching, for example, a YouTube video, Jarek Everything, talking about he lost 15 pounds, and I have to calculate it into a normal kind of unit, so I can ask Google Assistant. Wie viel sind 15 Pfund in Kilogramm?
15 Pfund entsprechen 6,804 Kilogramm.
So I have to ask it in German because I have my Google account in German, so Google Assistant is also working in German. But you can see I can also try out Gemini if I want to, so there's also a possibility to do this. So it can be used as a normal tablet here. Battery life is pretty okay. I don't know if you can get really 15 hours, or maybe, I think you can scratch the 10-hour mark for sure, but it depends on what you're doing with the tablet. If you're surfing and browsing, for sure. If you're watching videos, it might die earlier than especially like Netflix and high quality kind of video. And if you have the brightness as high as I have it on the top, on the max here, then you might have a little bit of a battery, I don't say battery issue, we might have a little bit less battery than they advertise it, but it is working fine. Together with the 20-watt included battery charger, you can also charge it up. It's a tablet. It's not, you don't need a tablet like to be charged up in 15 minutes or 20 minutes. You can wait for an hour, 1 hour and a half for it to be charged up, and it shouldn't be any issue there for you as well. The only gripe I have with this one would be to have, like I said, the software for the pen. That would be nice if they put one software there. It doesn't need to be their own software. Maybe they can license one or have a deal with Nebo or another application that allows you to use the pen immediately. Otherwise, you have to search for it. And 120 Hertz would be very nice to have as a screen. I know it's a bit of a money constraint for 250 euros. Just look at phones for 250 euros. Some of them have only 90 hertz. So that might be something also to have, instead of 120 hertz, maybe 90 hertz screen here. Screen refresh rate would be nice. And I think the update support is something that Android 13 is a bit of old. So getting Android 14 here, or getting at least like, we will provide you with 2 Android updates for tablet. I think in this price category would be nice to have, so that you know that you can also do maybe online banking or something like this with this tablet. Otherwise, for content creation, content consumption, it shouldn't be any issue. But I'm talking about content consumption and almost said content creation. You saw some video clips you can definitely do with this. How does it look like with video editors if you want to edit a video in here? I know it's crazy. I'm doing such things, usually editing videos on mobile devices like a tablet that has a nice large 11-inch screen. So can it work, and how can it work? Let's check it out. One of those apps is called CapCut that I used to use. Maybe this video is also cut in CapCut. So let's open it up. CapCut, terms and conditions. Skip everything here. It's a free video editor. You can do lots and lots of stuff. They have, of course, some premium stuff there as well. But if I just create a new video here, I don't know, notifications, just put those 2 videos in here maybe. Can choose to add them here, add them in there. You can see it has also the tablet UI that it's loading, which is quite nice. You can have like multiple kind of layers if you want to as well. So if I want to put another overlay there on top, let's put this, for example, on top there. I can put this on top as well. Let's get rid of this. Can put it on top as well, as you can see here. Can even like maybe let's move it around a bit, having this playing and this playing. Can it play both? You can see those are like, this is full HD 1440p clip, and this is also 1440p clip. So should be no issues like those 2, a little bit more than full HD kind of clips editing, no issues. How about exporting those? You can see maximum exporting, however, is just 1080p that I can get here in CapCut. Maybe there's another app like KineMaster. Let's try this one out. So here we see KineMaster. I'm calling it KineMaster. Maybe it's called KineMaster, but I think it's a word play on Cinemaster. So KineMaster. Anyway, so you can see the 1440p videos are working fine here. KineMaster has a new UI, I think. I didn't see that before. Anyway, what about adding some layers? And then I want media. And then the other 1440p clip there on top. There we go. You can see I can move this around. I can play it back as well, both playing fine there as well, which is cool. Let's go to export and let's see what I can do here. Yes, I can do 1440p QHD, so what the maximum that this tablet can really do. I can also export it here on KineMaster. So CapCut cannot, but KineMaster can, which is quite nice. And I think also this short little video should be, in terms of exporting time, shouldn't be any issues. So as long as you stick to Full HD or 1440p video, then you can also get away with this. It's not the quickest and fastest for sure for doing such thing. It's not meant for this. It is meant for content consumption, not so much for content creation, even though you have the pen and certain other things there. So writing text is also content creation in a way. But for video creation and video editing, maybe in a pinch if you really need to do it, but otherwise just take your smartphone, which is probably a bit faster than this tablet here. But you have the possibility to at least export such things as you see here without big issues. So all in all, overall, this tablet is quite a good deal, I would say, especially now with the Black Friday deal coming up. This being maybe even cheaper, gets this nice case that has the possibility, like I said, it is the perfect consumption device. So if you're searching something even for Christmas for a loved one that wants to consume media or consumes a lot of media and doesn't have always the big screen and the possibility to do so, for a vacation or something like this, instead of like taking this, trying to watch it on a small screen smartphone, you have like this 11-inch screen here that works fine, has all the basics inside. It doesn't come with bloatware at all, comes with lots of accessories. I like the pen being an active pen. You can even use the pen maybe for another device, which is quite nice as well. This possibility to have like this half case here to prep it up properly, put it in the kitchen, watch some videos like for cooking or such things. And because the tablet is so affordable, even if you get some scratches inside there, which I don't think, it's like either it's hard plastic or it's made out of metal, so it's very, very solidly built. It wouldn't cost you a lot, and it's not like something that you regret then. Yeah, face detection would be nice, or a fingerprint reader would be nice, but this would get the costs a bit higher there. The processor could be a little bit faster there as well. Also, maybe they should make a Pro version out of it, or Plus or Mega or Ultra version out of it, with a little bit of faster processor, with fingerprint reader in the power button there, and yeah, maybe a bit larger storage capacity. But otherwise, I cannot complain about this. Very, very affordable, cool little tablet here, and definitely something to take a look at. The LincPlus T4. This is the packaging there, and I will put the link down below where you can buy this one or get more information about this one here. And yeah, it gets my recommendation, and definitely here. And that's it for this short little review, unboxing and review. If you have some questions regarding the tablet, I still have it. You can write it down in the comments. I will check it out if certain things work. If you need a special app to work or need a bit of more power to work, then write it down. I showed you the Antutu benchmark there, the score. So keep in mind that this is like a very affordable tablet. And yeah, just ask in the comment section. Until the next time, bye.